I'd like to talk about generational wealth today. Generational wealth is the financial assets that is passed on to a next generation when the family members or main family members or the surviving spouse passes away. But it's not restricted to only the financial assets. In fact, it includes the values of the family, the beliefs, the traditions, the rituals they've had, and the vision of the family too. There's a massive difference between being rich and being wealthy. Being rich means you've got the cash flow to buy a lifestyle, expensive watches and jewelry, beautiful clothing, fabulous holidays, big vehicles, beautiful homes. To be wealthy means you've got the asset base to generate the cash flow, to sustain a lifestyle that you choose. To create generational wealth, in my experience, there's one of two ways. Either you work very hard or you become lucky. Most people that I've dealt with has worked very hard to generate the wealth that they've accumulated over their lifetime. Once you've accumulated the generational wealth, you first have to actually identify what is the amount that you will spend during your lifetime before you can say what is the excess assets that will go to additional family members. Once you've identified the additional or the excess assets, then you need to have conversations with your family. Gone is the days where family members inherit large sums of money without knowing what they're going to inherit or how to manage that funds that they're going to inherit. What often happens in generational wealth, and specifically in the beneficiaries that inherits the wealth, is they find that life becomes boring, that their purpose has gone away, that they've lost the zest for life. Because I think mostly people think that they'd like to outperform their parents and do better than their parents. And once they receive these benefits, they actually don't know what to do. They don't know really how to deal with this, or they lose their purpose. In addition to calculating and quantifying the amount of capital that you require during your lifestyle, it's seriously important to draw in the assistance of a professional, of a fiduciary specialist, to ensure that you have the right structures in place to pass on the wealth to a new generation or to the next generation, and then the generation thereafter. It is very hard to pass on generational wealth, and it's actually unknown to have families that's actually survived beyond the third generation. It takes careful planning to ensure that your generational wealth that you actually leave behind is well managed. It starts with the investment structures that you put in place, whether it's a trust or a company structure or just a proper will that you have in place. And then, of course, talking to your children to ensure that your vision is carried through the next generation and your beliefs and your values, and also take consultation from them and ensure that you merge the different visions, because it is across different generations. So you can't expect that your child will feel exactly the way you do, or expect that he will actually follow in your footsteps. And what we often find is that businessmen often think that their children must follow in their footsteps, run the business, which is not the case, because often there is no passion for the business. They want to do something very completely different. I have a very good example of one of my clients where they are a family with beautiful properties. So they've got a large property portfolio, which she has taken over from her father. She's currently acting as the CEO of this business. And what she's done is she's created different companies within this business where her siblings are also involved. So the whole family are involved in one business, but they all follow their own passion. For instance, one of the individuals are an interior decorator, and she designs the outlay and designs the interior decorating for different properties. One of the other siblings are an events coordinator, and he runs an events company. So by doing that, they're keeping the family wealth together, but also the purpose of the individual, what they love, what they're passionate about within one big family. I hope you found this insightful, talking about generational wealth, which is a relatively new topic in terms of including your children in the discussions. And I went to our investment guru, Warren Buffett, to see what he says about generational wealth. And asking him what is enough to leave to your children, he said, enough to ensure that they think they can do anything, but not enough for them to do nothing. Until next time, thank you.